This is a simple game also. And by the way, these games are fun to play. They're simple. You can play them at parties, great for board meetings and so forth. I need another volunteer. Come on up. Jane, give her a round of applause, please. I'll give you the mic. We're going to play a game called One Word at a Time.
Okay.
You and I are going to tell a story that's never been told before. And we're going to do this one word at a time, back and forth. Trust me when I tell you, you'll never be able to predict where the story goes, nor will you get me to be able to tell what you want me to tell. In other words, you can't go in the future. And the story won't go where you think it'll go. Let's allow each other to use the words period, question mark, exclamation point to indicate the end of a sentence. That gives the story some rounding out. Okay? But that won't be our turn if we use it. So if I say period, I still have to give my word. Give us the title of a story that's never been told before. Impossible. We're going to tell you a story called Impossible. Do you want to go first or me go first? And it's one word at a time.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Today.
Is.
Unusual.
Because.
We.
Have.
To.
Leave.
In.
One.
Hour.
Period. When.
Ever.
I.
Find.
Find. Myself.
Above.
The.
Treetops.
I.
Generally.
Like.
To.
Fly. Exclamation point.
However.
It.
Never.
Seems.
Like.
I.
Am.
Convincing.
Others.
That.
I.
Can.
Swim.
Exclamation point. Give her a round of applause. Thank you. Great. Jane, what was the experience like for you?
Challenging in thinking about what word I need.
How did she do?
Great.
What made her do? What's great? You give a very powerful adjective and description. Where does that come from? What did she do that made it great? She succeeded. What's the criteria for success here? How do you know she succeeded? She kept coming up. She kept going forward.
Yeah, she was engaged.
She was engaged. What's interesting to me when I look at leadership, at this vulnerability, this human piece of leadership, is that people identify with the struggle. We believe that we want a perfect leader, but we recognize that it's the human leader that has the grace to be human and vulnerable. Ironically, we think that if we show our vulnerability, it shows weakness, and yet you begin to see that your humanity and vulnerability show your strength.